Hello everyone, Science Viking here, and it's time to continue our Let's Play of Final Fantasy IX. You may also notice that I sound different. I have a new microphone. I finally managed to get a replacement for the microphone that I lost during the move. I actually used it for the first time during the first episode of the Darkest Dungeon blind run, which went up a couple of days ago. But I forgot to mention that I had a new microphone there. Though I suppose it's appropriate that apparently every project I do starts with me getting a new microphone. So I wonder which microphone I'll get after I finish the Final Fantasy IX Let's Play. Anyway, let's see what Vivi's plan is for getting us to Alexandria. It seems like Vivi has a plan. And let's see if I can actually get to talk to her. Well, I can do that. Apparently I can phase through people. Remember how that soldier was talking about using these pods to go to Alexandria? Yeah, well, let's try it. Alright, let's try it. I mean, we really are out of options, so let's see what happens. Hopefully we won't end up, like, spliced inside of a wall or something. Oh, here goes nothing. Dagger, I'm coming. The time has come to escape. How? I don't know, but we must do something. Wait, I have an idea. Press A or D to shift your center of gravity. There you go. There you go. But if you do it the wrong way, he'll say, the other way! So, yep. They're shifting our center of gravity to create a pendulum effect to swing the cage. If we swing it far enough, we might be able to crash it into the wall. This is a surprisingly elaborate prison to lock these guys in. Neither of them is a particularly high-value prison. I mean, Marcus, I suppose, if they figured out that he was involved in the kidnapping. But otherwise, it's kind of strange that they would lock them in a cage this elaborate. But yep, just keep alternating between right and left to build up the momentum on the pendulum that they're hanging from until they crash into something. Can take a little while. Even when the prompt goes away, you can still do it. The issue is you need to do it in the same direction that Marcus does. And there we go. Princess, I'm coming! Alright, quick a moment. Let's change up some of Snyder's equipment. Okay, moving Steiner up to the mithril armor to learn Jelly. And the Coral Ring to learn Insomniac and Maneater. And while Minus Strike is useful, Steiner is kind of by himself right now, so I'm switching him up to the Blood Sword. He needs the firepower. And every time we run into one of these Alexandrian soldiers, we have to fight them. They've just decided to ditch random encounters for this section for some reason. Now the Blood Sword has a couple of interesting mechanics associated with it. So I'm just going to have Marcus steal so they can properly demonstrate this weapon. When Steiner attacks with it, he absorbs all of the damage that he deals to the enemy. So it can keep Steiner healed rather effectively. Which is great since Steiner can also learn cover. He can function as a tank, taking most of the damage from the party and then healing himself with this weapon. The ability that it teaches, Dark Side, damages Steiner to inflict a great deal of damage on a single enemy. It can be very useful in boss fights. So Steiner can essentially take turns alternating between taking damage to inflict damage and then attacking using his normal attack to heal himself. It's a very effective weapon. And in case you're wondering, the reason why I wanted to see if Steiner could learn ability up was because he's been out of the fight for so long. I wanted to try and get a head start on learning abilities, because he has like 3 different weapon abilities he could be learning right now, and he'll actually gain a 4th one in this area, and he won't have time to master it. Yeah, Marcus is essentially operating as a meat shield at this point. Another cool thing about Darkside is that it costs 0 MP, and it is significantly easier to restore HP than it is to restore MP. So in general, it is a very nice ability. And Steiner's about to level up again, but, you know, I'm actually not going to worry about that for now. Especially since that was the last fight as a part of this. Princess! I'm out of here. I'm going to Evil Forest to save my bro. You heartless cur! Huh? What is that? Well, looks like it worked. You! What are you doing here? Steiner, is this Alexandria? What? I have no time for your silly questions. I must escape this wretched dungeon of Alexandria and rescue the princess. Enough said, let's go. Why is everyone leaving me behind? Hurry up, Rusty. Dagger's life is in danger. What are you talking about? Enough with your nonsense. It's true. We were just on the Red Rose and we overheard Bronny talking. She said that once she returns to Alexandria, she is going to have Dagger executed. Is this really true? Yeah, we got 30 minutes before Bronny arrives. Let's go. And the segment is timed. Which means that Bronny will actually execute Garnet in exactly 30 minutes and 0 seconds. They're very punctual in Alexandria. Watch out, I'm closing the gate. Stopping any more soldiers from coming out of the prison to chase after us. What are you doing here? It's a long story. I'm gonna go to Evil Forest now and help Blank. Good luck. We're gonna go find Dagger. And yep, the 30-minute clock does not pause for dialogue. Oh, we're gonna go up here, and yep, all of the soldiers stationed here will chase after us, and if they catch us, we have to fight them without suspending the time limit. Fortunately, 30 minutes is an extremely generous time limit for what we have to do. Honestly, I think I could probably fight every single one of these soldiers and still make it in within the time limit. But also, the soldiers' pathfinding isn't very good, so it's pretty easy to avoid fighting them. Where could she be? Well, we saw the last place we actually saw her, other than that mysterious room where the ritual took place, is in this room. So, there's got to be an exclamation point somewhere, and the answer is this mirror. What a weird-looking candle. Let's try to move it. And the fireplace appears to have concealed a secret passage. Alright, hop on with the proper timing, and we can take it straight across. However, I am a greedy player, and I'm going to attempt to get this loot. We receive an ice brand, another weapon for Steiner, and a tent. And actually, I want to check something about Freya's equipment at the moment. Yeah, she's mastered the ability granted by the... Yeah, but the glass buckle wasn't hers. However, she has mastered the ability granted by the barbet, so I'm switching her to the gold helm so that she can start learning Ray's. And Steiner As cool as the Blood Sword is, I'm actually moving him over to the Ice Brand and giving up Dark Side. Sure, Dark Side causes a lot of damage, but now that Vivi is in the party, Steiner can use Sword Magic. And Sword Magic will consistently deal more damage than Dark Side at the cost of using some of Steiner's MP, which we have a ton of ethers, so we can easily restore Steiner's MP. And Steiner's damage that Steiner deals with Sword Magic is in fact determined by the strength of the weapon he currently has equipped. So the Ice Brand will cause more damage than the Blood Sword would when using Sword Magic, because the Ice Brand has higher attack power. And if we go all the way down here and go through here, we find Zorn and Thorn, and if you look closely, Garnet is still on the pedestal where she was when they sucked the Eidolons out of her. What are you doing here? So meddlesome you are. Mercy no more! And now, we're fighting Zorn and Thorn. Still under the time limit. This is a fairly unusual fight. We still have Zidane's Steel. Got a mythical armlet, not that impressive. But let's try out our wonderful new brand of sword magic. Also, you'll see Thorn gave Zorn Meteor Power, which means that on Zorn's next turn, Zorn can attack with the ability Meteorite. However, oh, too late. So you see, that's what happens when you allow them to get hit. It does somewhat hefty damage, but it's not unmanageable. And I'm just going to have Freya use Raise to counteract it. But now gave Thorn Flare Power. Now if we wait a moment for Steiner's Sword Magic ability to happen. The Flare Power has been neutralized. So essentially they will take turns, one of them giving the other the power for an attack, and then the other performing that attack. But if, say, Zorn gives Thorn Meteor Power, and then you attack Thorn, or if Zorn gives Thorn Flare Power and then you attack Thorn, the Flare Power is neutralized. Which means if you keep on it and attack them at the right times, they will never be able to inflict damage. Now, even when they get to inflict damage, they don't hit very hard, and fairly quickly they'll just give up and run away like they do now. This isn't a particularly hard fight, but it does have that kind of interesting, unique mechanic. I feel like all they needed was for their attacks to cause a bit more damage, and it would have actually been a challenging fight. Damn you! We will get you for this! Matters not to us. Finished with Garnet we are. You are too late! Okay, so this task that we had 30 minutes to complete took us 6. Dagger, it's me. Dagger! Oh no. Princess! No! Princess, please forgive me. I don't deserve to be a knight. I don't even deserve to live. Her heart's still beating. Yeah, I know. Let's get her out of here. Dagger, you're gonna be alright. And we have an active time event. Friendship. Whew, I'm bushed from all that running. Can't stop. Hold on, bro. I'm coming. And I guess he tripped over something. Come on, get up. Marcus is clearly very determined to rescue his bro. And, as logic would dictate, we're no longer under a time limit, because we now have Garnet. They now have to get past us to execute. Kupo, I just received a letter from Kupo. Let's read it together. From Kupo to Mosh. Kupo, what's going on in Alexandria? Soldiers are everywhere. I heard a rumor that Princess Garnet returned to Alexandria. I guess Princess Garnet left the castle because she suspected Queen Bronny. What could Princess Garnet and Queen Bronny be thinking, Kupo? I don't understand how the royal family thinks. And Mosh doesn't have any mail for us to deliver. But now that we have Garnet, we basically just leave the way we came. Which means we're probably going to have to fight our way past a few people on our way out. But for now, all is quiet. I really wonder why they had this mechanism here. It's like just a little test of dexterity to see whether you get to access the lower part of the castle or fall to your death. Anyway, just hop on there, hop off there, and we're out. I don't think anyone followed us. My queen. Why have you done this? I have devoted my whole life to serving you and the princess. Why did you harm the princess? Why? Steiner. Zidane. Do you think she'll ever wake up? Of course. She's asleep because she's tired. That's all. I want to let Dagger rest a little. Do you guys mind? They they clearly do, but Zidane ignores them and does it anyway. If only I'd gotten here sooner. I'm sorry. What happened to you? You are not your usual self. Go on. Blame my incompetence. Tell me it's my fault. No! I can't. I don't know what I feel right now. I can't even shed a tear. Steiner has nothing to say to that. There they are. Hey, Zorn and Thorn, we kicked your asses a few minutes ago and we can do it again now. I'm up for round 2 anytime you are. That, on the other hand, could be a problem. Welcome back, Steiner. Where have you been all this time? Don't tell me you've been enjoying the company of these scoundrels. What the hell? The only scoundrels around here are you and your fat queen. Fools like you will never learn. So Zorn and Thorn aren't up for another fight, but Beatrix sure is. Well, is the third time gonna be a charm? Let's find out. Opening up with Ray's Wind. And Steiner's already out of MP, but I can fix that. As usual, steal from the boss. Let's see if we can nail her with slow. That'll make this a little easier. And Steiner's down already. Which also means... Oh, I already did. Well, it means he's lost the effect of Ray's Wind. And we stole an Ice Brand, which would be nice if we didn't already have one. And Thunder Slash, and Freya is no longer equipping the Coral Ring. And Vivi's down this time. She really does not want us using sword magic. Haha. Guess who's equipping the coral ring this time, Beatrix? And Vivi and Steiner, an impeccable team as always. I'm gonna try slow one last time. And Blizzard. Sword magic Blizzard, that is. I wonder what her last stealable item is. We still haven't managed to get it. She is really determined to keep that sword magic combo from happening. Well, I'm really determined to make it happen. And with those damage numbers, you can kind of understand why she was trying to prevent me from doing that. It consistently hits the 1000 damage range this early in the game. Which, for perspective, Lancer was only doing about 500, and regular attacks do less than that. But, yeah, I'll kill all enemies of Alexandria. Well, at least she used a new ability this time. But we're still down. Never step into this land again. Your pathetic powers are useless against me. Hey, wait a minute. You're the general of this kingdom. Apparently they only have one. As the general of Alexandria, what is your sworn duty? Isn't it to protect Dagger, your Princess Garnet? I'm sure you know who's sitting over there. It can't be. Princess. Indeed it is, Beatrix. You've been played. So it was true. The Queen really did mean to kill her. What? No, the Queen would never do such a thing. Steiner, it is time for you to accept the truth. Well, honestly, Beatrix, it was time for you to accept the truth quite a while ago. Like, maybe before you had exterminated an entire nation. My heart is set. All this time I have been mistaken. You can say that again. Hate to say this, but the lady's right, Rusty. You better learn to accept it. Citizens of Bermesia, please forgive me. It is too late to seek forgiveness. But you can still save Dagger. Freya, I tell you this because I acknowledge your powers. Help your princess. I don't know if I can, but I will give it a try. I hope this will work. Irrevocable! This is the spell we have cast. It is useless! Princess, are you alright? head! What happened? Dagger!
Yay! Princess!
You're all here.
What is all this ruckus?
The princess has awakened, Your Majesty. Kidnapping the princess they are, Your Majesty. Have you extracted all the eidolons from her? We have, Your Majesty. Then what are you waiting for? Take Garnet and throw her in prison. Yes, Your Majesty. I won't allow that. Oh? Are you defying me as well? Your Majesty, it is my duty to protect the princess. I beg you reconsider. Please do not harm the princess anymore. All of you, leave here at once. I'm staying. Zidane, go, now. You two are joining forces? How amusing. Get rid of them. Mother! See how they're carefully maintaining us having a party of 4 people. Freya, be careful. So, don't worry. So Quina gets left behind in Clara to make room for Steiner. Then, when Beatrix joins our side and Dagger is woken up so that she can fight, Freya and Beatrix stay behind, once again leaving us with a party of 4. But we're running away.
Wait!
Bandersnatch! Bite their heads off! And now we get to control Beatrix. This is going to be fun. Admittedly, she's a bit weaker under our control than she was when we were fighting her. I choose to imagine that we did actually manage to wear her down, and that's why she seems a bit less powerful. But she has a whole bunch of white magic, including spells we can't have yet, and her special unique ability set, Seiken, with Thunder Slash, Stock Break, Clam Hazard, and Shock. Well, I feel like breaking out the big guns, even though that will use up most of her MP. She's been using it on us plenty, after all. Shock just did 1600 damage. For perspective, Zidane's trance ability only does 1700. Yep, Beatrix is powerful. Very powerful. But now we're back to controlling the original party, actually. Zidane, Steiner, Vivi, and Dagger. Okay, she's still working on learning life, but we did just obtain the Stardust Rod. Yeah, I equip her with the bandana. I want her to learn Insomniac. And the Mithril Armlet just gives her better stats. Let's see, I'll have her keep learning Jelly, and I'll have her keep learning Ability Up. And yep, more of those things are coming after us. It appears that some of them managed to make it past Freya and Beatrix. Yep, just because 2 of our people have stayed behind to hold the enemy off doesn't mean we won't be fighting too. Our first encounter is with these guys. Yep, there's a 3rd kind of black mage. You said it, Zidane.
Kill!
Also, in a bit of gameplay and story integration, Dagger's summon command, which used to be filled with abilities that she did not have the MP to use, is now just empty. It really does drive home the point that something important has been taken away from her. And yep, Type C's still mostly use 2nd tier magic. They're not really meaningfully stronger than Type B's. Let's just use regular fire on the last remaining Type C. They do seem to like using ice more, though. Not that it makes much of a difference. And if the Type C survives that, I'm having Dagger heal everyone. That did a bit less damage than I expected it to. I guess they resist magic. Kind of appropriate, I suppose. Also, it is very nice that we finally have a white mage again. And she's learned life. Still working on silence. Or I could have her learn reflect and float. Let me see, what can I replace the Kashusha with? I'll actually keep her equipment the same as it is for now. Partially because she's going to be leveling up a few times in the near future, and this is actually a good equipment set to level up. And we're not going to avoid this Bandersnatch, and we don't have Beatrix to protect us. Made worse by the fact that this one is actually two guys. Well, I'm going to exploit the fact that you can split cast black magic. Speaking of... Or apparently I'm not, because the black mage is unconscious. Dagger, why don't you gently wake Vivi up by hitting him and causing an actually fairly significant amount of damage. And that is how we do that. And Dagger has learned silence. Let me check something. I haven't been paying very much attention to people in this part. Probably should have switched Zidane over the bandana, but it's too late now. In the meantime, however, let's see, she can learn Scan, Blind, Stona, and Shell, or Reflect and Float. I'm actually going to switch her to the Stardust Rod and have her start learning Reflect and Float. Both of them will actually be fairly significantly useful later, but we're not going to use them for a while. Where's Steiner? Hey, hurry up! What am I doing here? What's the matter? Beatrix served the Queen all these years, and now she's turning against her. Freya lost her comrades, yet she insists on protecting the princess. The Queen will never forgive them. She will kill them both. Zidane, I have a request. What? Why are you going formal all of a sudden? I want you to escort the princess out of Alexandria and take her to Dr. Tot. I'm sure Dr. Tot can come up with a plan to help us and our kingdom. Piece of cake. I'm an escape artist. Don't worry, Steiner. We'll get her there. Zidane, Master Vivi, I'm counting on you. Princess, I bid you farewell. Steiner! Everybody is fighting for me. That's right. They're all fighting for you. And for Alexandria. They're moving forward, giving everything they've got. So we have to move on just like they are. We can't stop now. Come on. But... Damn, we got company. Alright. Dagger, heal the damage that Vivi took when he accidentally fell down after the previous one put him to sleep. And that's the story we're going with, and if anyone tells you any other stories like Garnet hitting him with his staff, with her staff to wake him up, that's a lie. Vivi fell down some stairs when he was hit by the sleep status effect, and he took some damage and that woke him up. That's the story we're going with. And Zidane has mastered Soul Blade. However, we don't have anything to replace it with. Alright, let's go. And it appears that Beatrix and Freya have been forced to retreat a little bit. What do you think? It's not going to be easy. It's also in this fight that we learn that when she's player-controlled, Beatrix's greatest weakness is her lack of MP. I'm actually going to ever use Stock Break. Now, when she used them, Stock Break and Clim Hazard, or however you're supposed to pronounce that, simply just end the fight with her winning. When she uses them while she's under player control, however, they just inflict fairly significant damage to all enemies. What's significant is one Stock Break will take away about half of these guys' health, and her physical attack will also take away about half of their health. So, using Stock Break to soften up both of them, and then one physical attack each to finish them off, allows you to end the fight reasonably quickly and still conserve MP. You're tougher than I expected. We're not out of danger yet.
Beatrix! Freya!
Steiner, what are you doing here?
I am Captain Adalbert Steiner of Alexandria. Grant me the honor of assisting you brave knights.
Enough with your babble. Fight! And this is actually easier than the previous fight was, because it's the same number of enemies, but now we have Steiner. Well, I'm using the same strategy again. Stock Break. Lancer. And Steiner's regular attack. This should do it. That's one of them down. Take us home, Steiner. It even refilled your health for you. Why don't you thank it? And that is the end of that. I'm pretty sure those guys are weak against ice, because Steiner's Ice Brand sword inflicts ice damage instead of physical damage. And now we're controlling Zidane and his party. You can run up here, go through that door into the room where we fought Zorn and Thorn, and the Moogle will still be there and you can potentially save. If you're playing through this game for the first time, I recommend doing that, because we're not out of the woods yet. What the hell? They fell for it again. Really stupid they are. You bastards. Bastards we may be, but clever are we. Hee hee hee. Hey, what's up? Zidane, are you alright? And Blank is back! Bro, over here. Hold up, my body still feels kinda stiff. We gotta hurry, Zidane and Dagger are in trouble. Who's Dagger? Zidane's new girl? What? You don't know? No what? What are you talking about? Just keep running. Jeez. We came here straight from Evil Forest. Man, I love you guys. Zidane, you can ride the Gargant downstairs. Blank. Marcus. Get out of here. We'll take care of this. There's more bad guys coming. I owe you guys big time. Let's get out of here. So this is Gargan Rue. Dagger, are you alright? Forget I asked. I'm sure you have a lot on your mind. There's something coming. You know, I'm really not surprised that Zidane has heard of this place. Is this a Gargant? It's huge. We're riding this thing? Yeah, let's get going. We have no time to waste. Dagger. I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, come on. Why do you think everyone stayed behind? Yeah, they're fighting for you, but also they know, deep down inside, that they have to fight. Beatrix, Freya, Marcus, Blank, even Steiner. Sometimes you can't think everything out. You have to listen to your heart. Alright. You know, it is to Dagger's credit that with this whole rescue operation, she really doesn't want to run away. She wants to stay and fight and help him. She isn't just thinking about herself, she genuinely seems to care about the other people who this is affected. Where are we going? We're going to Treno. We'll stay there for the time being and try to figure out our next move. Yikes! That's... Is this what the Gargant is scared of? I think this one's different from the one I ran into. Be careful. Well, if you looked carefully, like I told you to for the previous one, you could see patches of green skin that looked like they were under its purple skin. I think it molted. I think this is the same individual we fought before. It's just molted, and that's why it looks different. But yep, this one isn't going to run away from us either. We're going to actually have to kill it. Let me see something. For now, I'm just going to have her defend. And that did a lot of damage. But yeah, we're using pretty much standard boss fight procedure. The black mage does most of the work, the white mage keeps everyone alive, and Zidane steals from it. It also appears to be pretty significantly weak to ice. Now we got an adamant vest, that's a new piece of armor. Oh, crap. Oh, that's the white mage down. Oh, we have a phoenix down, and a high potion. And between the two of them, she should be right as rain in no time. And Ultra Sound Wave. Which missed. What it does when it doesn't miss is it inflicts the mini status effect. A character under the mini status effect deals significantly reduced physical damage and I believe also takes more damage, but it does not seem to affect the damage a character inflicts with magic. And yep, I'm gonna have Dagger just quick use an ether on Vivi, because we really need to keep him operating. And it restored 300 MP thanks to that lovely chemist ability that she has. Still couldn't steal anything. What is this thing, this last item that we haven't stolen? I really wonder. Well, I guess I'll never know, because it's dead now. That isn't too difficult of a fight. Like I said, it can inflict Mimic on Zidane, preventing him from inflicting meaningful damage to it, but inflicting Mimic on Vivi wouldn't prevent Vivi from damaging magic, and you can pretty easily kill it with just magic. And Dagger has learned Insomniac. And we get an ether to replace the one that we used during the fight. It's moving again. Why is it going so slowly? Hey, hurry up! Don't yell at it. The poor thing must be scared to death. But it's... See? It can go faster. Good job. No, Zidane, look! That's not good. That's really very not good. Damn it, it's chasing us! Is that the same individual, or is there more than one of those? We'll pass Treno if we don't stop soon. And some Oglops are apparently going to try to stop our Gargant. Look, they really do look like they're trying to jump up and hit the switch, and then they give up and run away. Come on, jump out! Remember, tuck and roll! Just jump off of the speeding Gargant into Treno Station. You'll be fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong. I think we just passed Treno. Damn it.
You can't jump off at this speed.
Zidane, look!
Huh? What the? Crap!
A tunnel!
Ah! You're gonna fall! Hang on tight!
An exit?
That sounded bad. That sounded very bad.
Mother. Your Majesty. In my way you are. Step back, underling. Let us through.
I have strict orders from the Queen not to let either of you through. I shall make any inquiries on your behalf. And so they try the other one, and they get the same answer.
The Queen's guests have arrived. Let them come in, shall we?
I shall inquire. Stay here.
Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Let the guests through. You two are dismissed.
What does that mean?
Queen Brawny is quite upset with you two for letting the princess escape with the pendant. You should go now. Whatever to do are we? We cannot live without the Queen's backing. We must first tell the guests to come in.
Yep, first things first.
Whew.
What a view. Who are you? Out of my way. The Queen summoned me. Restrain yourself before the Queen. Do you understand who you're talking to? I'm Lonnie, the best and most beautiful bounty hunter in the world. And the other guy just kind of shoves his way through, basically. It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. I hear things aren't going too well. Have you no manners? This is what I get for hiring a lowlife. I'm sure you didn't hire me for my manners, Your Majesty. You have two objectives. The first is to retrieve the pendant, a national treasure, from Princess Garnet. The other is to assassinate the Black Mage traveling with them. What is that? A soulless golem. A defect is running free. I don't know what happened between you and the princess, but what should I do if I meet with resistance? Just get the pendant back from that wretched girl. Wonderful. My axe is pleased to hear that. It won't take long. Good day, Your Majesty. Is it true that a boy with a tail is traveling with the princess? Yes, that accursed monkey. I shall give you an extra reward if you take care of him. I was right. I'll take care of your request after I finish him. And he just leaves by jumping off the tower. Reporting. The Alexandrian fleet has returned to home waters. Please prepare to depart on the Red Rose. Ah, finally. We leave immediately. Bwahahaha! And we have arrived at Pinnacle Rocks.
Mother. Vivi, we made it? Where are we? We're at Pinnacle Rocks. It's supposed to be near Lindblum Castle. Pinnacle Rocks? Lindblum? The Gargant took us this far? Where's Freya, Steiner, and Beatrix? And Zidane! He went to check out the area. Dagger, you're awake. Well, it looks like he's back. Do you feel okay? Where is everyone, Zidane? I don't know. We're really far from Alexandria. Hey, don't worry. The Tantalus guys are with them, too. It's almost nightfall. They're probably in Treno by now. Do you think we can borrow an airship in Lindblum? Treno is only steps away if we can reach Southgate. Yeah. And this guy shows up. Are you our enemy? That is up to you. My name is Rama. I've heard your name somewhere. I've seen your name in a book I read about summoning magic. You must be Rama, the Thunder God. Do you know that your summon magic destroyed Clara? An Eidolon follows its summoner's orders. You responded to the orders of a woman filled with greed this time. No. Mother! I can't believe it. I was confined while Clara was destroyed. It wasn't your fault, Dagger. They knew. That's why they stayed behind. Everyone. True, you were not the one who caused the destruction. But I must ask you, what will you do now? If I were more powerful, if I could use summon magic, I beg of you, please help me. And cause more destruction? No. I was afraid of my summon magic, but not anymore. Many years have passed since I last served a master. I must test to see whether you are truly fit to be my master. I will hide 5 manifestations of myself in this forest. Each one will carry a piece of the hero's story. Collect all 5 pieces and tell me the story. If you put together the story to my satisfaction, I shall become your idol. I'm sorry. I know we must hurry. It's okay, Dagger. I'll help you too. Thanks, you two. And that's actually going to be where we break for this part. This has already gone on pretty long, and this is the best breaking point we're going to have for a little while. So, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. As usual, I love you all, and we'll pick up next time with Dagger trying to regain the ability to use summon magic. Thank you all for watching.